It's time to refocus. Focus is the beginning. Focus kicks open the door and possibilities follow. Focus resets everything. Focus moves us forward fast. We all want focus. Focus isn't later, focus is now. What will you do if you refocus your focus and focus on the results and not the efforts? We all talk about ROI. As I said before, it's time to innovate and initiate. It's time to focus on your ROI. But to me, ROI means return on your ideas. Sell your wisdom and not the stuff. Now I'm going to quickly run through sound bites. These are all in a handout for you. Don't worry about copying them down, but use them as thought starters. Number one, are you focusing on your product? Are you listening and observing? Are you informative or are you persuasive? We have spent most of our life being informative. It's now time to become persuasive. Did you create magic in your message, and are you running a business or a bureaucracy? So I challenge you, get with it, innovate, initiate. If you don't change, you will evaporate because the world is changing. Choose to do things differently. Ask yourself, are you the solution provider? Did you create a transformational relationship or just create a transaction? When the doctor said amputation and blindness, to this day it still resonates. I'd always heard you're overweight, you have high blood pressure, you need to do something. But it wasn't until he reached that point of pain that I fully understood what he meant. Only you can determine what you sell beyond the products. Beyond the services, you have to offer more. And that's why we're here today. With research, you get wisdom. Because at the end of the day, you can charge for relevance, relevance, relevance. So create a short-term execution. Make a list of the things you can't control. Make the traditionalists squirm, because change is a matter of survival. Ladies and gentlemen, to establish credibility, you should know the boundaries and the resources of your company. And when you fold one arm over the other, keep one in place. And it's very simple. Try it. Put your arms in front of you. Keep one arm still and move the other one. Look how simple the solution was. I got smiles. Every problem broken into small pieces helps you become innovative. So you need to listen to your client, give attention to detail, provide meaningful information, follow through, but when you ask a question, have the solution. Think about it. What are you doing to shift your own expectations? Are you asking questions? What's my outcome? What's my purpose? And what do I need to do to reach those goals? We need to change how customers think, not what they buy. Walk around the show, you see everybody at a booth. But the truth is, all the educational sessions often have more valuable information than you'll ever get from picking up another brochure about another destination or a new widget. I'm challenging you today. Define success from your client's perspective and not yours. Leave this show with more wisdom, and you can charge for it, because your clients are in control, not you. At the end of the day, problems plus pain equals profit. It's that simple. When you go to a dentist, you say, right here, he doesn't give you a discount because you figured it out. He will say to you, do you want it with or without the Novocaine? Do you want it to hurt, or do you want to not even know I'm doing the job? You go, well, how much for not knowing the job? It's another $50. Fine, do it. Every one of us will pay more to not have pain. Find your client's pain. Focus on the value to your clients, create measurable results, and don't reduce your prices. Never, ever reduce your prices. You can't win. Someone else can reduce their prices below yours. Relevant research makes you rich, and that's what you're going to get here today. And here's something that I have said for years: do not fill out RFPs. The ROI on an RFP is ZIP. Do the math. You're trying to become the low bidder to make the least amount of money. Why would you do that? Expand your reach through your competitors. McDonald's searches out a location, Burger King builds next to them. If it's good enough for McDonald's, it's good enough for me. Figure out who your competitors are presenting to and go right behind them and do the same thing. Don't worry about the competition, because you are the competition. When you believe you are the competition, let everybody worry about what you're doing. Mel said, I'm her favorite minion. What she really meant to say is, I'm her favorite pain in the you-know-what. I constantly go, why are we doing this? What if we did this? What's next? What's possible? Oh, Jim, sit down. Well, all right, let's go through that. And at the end of the day, the key way to improve your creative problem-solving skills is your desire to acquire profitable business that relies on your wisdom. If you want to change, ask better questions. And I'm asking every one of you today, commit today to ask one really good question. You've got a brain trust here in the trustees and speakers. Go up to them and find something that's been keeping you awake at night and ask them for their wisdom. And here's the question I'm going to ask you to write down, circle, put on your bulletin board. I have this taped to the mirror in my bathroom. What am I going to do differently tomorrow that'll get me better results than I got yesterday? Period. Change is a matter of survival. Don't stay within the lines that were drawn years ago. The most successful people will adopt their role to provide a collaborative relationship. Because at the end of the day, to take over the world, we need an army of minions. And I want everybody here to become a ruthless army of minions. Don't stay within the lines. Turn the paper sideways. And you show up. And showing up is the power of presence. It's 90% of life, just being there. Speak up. Speak up really empowers you because you have a voice. Team up. Form a collaborative relationship. And lastly, look up. We've spent the last couple of years looking down. I'm tired of being in the pit. Look up. The sun is shining. This week I decided to take a Porsche Turbo out for a drive down the expressway. I had Matt in the seat, white-knuckled the whole time. We hit about 145 on the outer drive, and he goes, "Aren't you afraid of getting a ticket?" I said, think about this. While driving the Turbo Porsche down the outer drive, I got a ticket. How cool is that? I want to go out the way I live. I don't give up. I keep trying. And I'm asking you to listen to the speakers today and commit yourself to handle the truth. Remember what the turning point was for our incentive industry. It was AIG. Think about what would happen if we could get the people from AIG to talk to us and come back to us and say, what are we going to do today that will give us better results than we got yesterday? So become a student of change and learn from other people.